Hey everybody, I am Erica Carlson. I'm a real estate agent with BRIX Real Estate. Thank you so much for joining me on iHeartMPLS. That's short for MinneapolisHomes.com, both the name of my main website and this little show I make. So I realize I've been talking to you about all sorts of things on the seller and buyer side, but I haven't really talked about myself, and I'm sure a few of you might be curious who I am and how I can help you. So to get started, I live in Rockford, Minnesota, which is just a little bit west of the Plymouth area, but not as far out as the Buffalo area. I live with my spouse and my one son, Grant, who at the time of doing this is 15 years old. He does have profound autism, and he's actually the reason why I'm a real estate agent, which I know probably sounds really strange, but I needed a profession that was just going to be a lot more flexible for all of his various appointments, and real estate is just a better fit than what I was doing before, which was teaching art. And I did love teaching art, and I do miss my students. I did work at the high school level and down to the elementary kids. At my busiest, I had about 500 kids at a time, meaning because when you're the art teacher, you get to meet all of them. And then before that, just to make my background a little bit more quirky, I was a graphic designer, and I have a computer animation degree that I used a little bit. It's actually probably more helpful now that I'm marketing people's houses. I did do it for a little while before I got my teaching license. 15 years in the Rockford area. We came out here because of my job for the Buffalo School District. It just made sense to get a little bit closer. We lived in Eden Prairie before that. And then I was a student in college. So I was going to St. Cloud State, and before that, Milwaukee. And so there was some jumping around and things like that. But when I think about home, obviously it's here at this time. But then I would say like the second place that comes to mind is the Minnetonka, Wayzata area. I went to Wayzata High School. When I was really little, I went to Osseo. So I'm very familiar with the West Minneapolis suburbs. That is what I consider home. If you've been following me for a while or know me personally, I will tell you probably too often that I do believe that being a good real estate agent is really not that much different than being a great educator. I think the careers are much more parallel than probably the general public understands. I think everybody thinks they know what a teacher does because we went to school, and most people will end up doing some sort of real estate transaction in their life. And so again, there's a lot of assumptions about what a real estate agent does. Whether these ideas are true or not, what I will tell you is I think a really good real estate agent is a really good teacher. They're a great friend. They're a great advocate. They're doing the best they can with your interests in mind. And I think that if you can find somebody with that type of skill set, that's what you're looking for. Now, I'm aware on my paperwork, wherever it is, it says I'm a salesperson, and I don't forget that. I know it's a sales position, but when I'm working with my clients, it is a teaching position and an advisory role, and I appreciate it, and have greatly enjoyed being a part of this process with people. Is probably that teaching element that I was just talking about. I don't feel like I've changed careers. I'm not talking about art anymore or where the bathroom is, and I don't get to enjoy somebody losing their tooth or their birthday like I used to. But at the core of it, I do feel like a teacher and a consultant, and that is a very comfortable role for me to be in. And I'm just so appreciative of anybody allowing me to be a part of that journey with them. I don't think it matters what side of the table it is. There's goals, and it's exciting to be a part of such an important part of people's lives. So thank you for the people who've given me that opportunity in the past and in the future.